Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on March 31, 2022. White House rebukes Trump after he calls on Putin to smear Hunter Biden. The Guardian, dish the dirt on Biden family, Trump urges Putin. The Times, Trump calls on Putin to release damaging information on Biden business dealings. The Telegraph, Morning Joe host slammed Trump for seeking dirt on Biden's from Russia. The Independent, Donald Trump asks Putin to reveal information about Joe Biden's son. Netherlands, 2 people shot dead in McDonald's restaurant. Why is the UK seeing near-record COVID cases? We still believe the 3 big myths about Omicron. The Guardian, how have some people avoided getting COVID-19? The Week UK, how does COVID affect diabetes, the brain and long COVID? Biden News, Live, US government weighing release of up to 1 million barrel of oil from strategic reserve. The Independent, live news from March 30th, Pentagon says Russia moving only small percentage of forces from Kyiv, Kremlin claims substantial progress in peace talks. Financial Times, US, eyes $500 million more for Ukraine despite peace talks. Bloomberg, US will provide $500 million in support for Ukraine's government. The Independent, US, allies weigh another $500 MLN in Ukraine aid source. Putin and Zelensky could meet soon, says Ukraine's top negotiator. The Guardian, Ukraine News, Live, explosions rock Kyiv despite Russian promises number of refugees tops 4 million. The Independent, peace talks between Ukraine and Russia underway in Turkey, BBC News. BBC News, Ukraine afternoon briefing, 5 developments as Ukraine sets out peace proposals. The Telegraph, no breakthrough in talks amid Russian pledge to scale down attack on Kyiv. Staff who work on yachts and planes of Russian oligarchs could face UK sanctions. The Guardian, Putin's cronies to have luxury toys seized under new sanctions. The Telegraph, Russia sanctions, new legal powers target Russian oligarchs' access to luxury toy superyachts and jets. Sky News, oligarchs' aircraft and ships targeted through new legal powers. Gov. UK tightens sanctions targeting Russian oligarchs' jets and yachts. Why burner phones are the talk of Washington. Pick the shelves clean, food shortage rap helps cut through gloom of Shanghai lockdown. The Guardian, protests grow against China's zero-COVID lockdowns. The Telegraph, China defends zero-COVID crackdown as cases surge. The Times, The Guardian view on China's pandemic, the price of zero-COVID. The Guardian, opinion, China's zero-COVID policy isn't stopping Omicron. Ketanji Brown Jackson to receive rare Republican vote as Collins says yes. The Guardian, Susan Collins to vote to confirm Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. The Independent, Senator Collins throws support behind Judge Jackson. Reuters, Durban rails against Republicans only scoring points on the QAnon website during Jackson's hearing. The Independent, why want more Republicans vote for Ketanji Brown Jackson? The people who keep the refugee trains running out of Ukraine, photo essay. The Guardian, risking the dangers of war, some Ukrainian refugees head home. Politico Europe, mothers and young children queue to return to Ukraine at Polish train station. The Independent, a Ukrainian mother's aching soul propels her home, a father seeks a new life abroad. Reuters, I never imagined strangers could be so close, 5 Ukrainian families on starting again in the EU. Pakistan PM Imran Khan loses support days before no confidence vote. The Guardian, allies abandon Pakistani premier ahead of no confidence vote. The Independent, key ally quits Pakistan PM's cabinet before no confidence vote. Bloomberg, Pakistan government ally quits coalition ahead of vote to oust PM. Reuters, Imran Khan blames foreign conspiracy to oust him as he faces toughest political battle yet. Germany issues warning on gas supplies but says state rationing not yet needed. Sky News, Germany and Austria take step towards gas rationing. BBC, Kremlin says rubles for gas will take time. Politico Europe, Olaf Scholz plays high-stakes game of chicken over Putin's gas. The Telegraph, Russia squeezes Germany over gas. Liz Truss's India visit made awkward by presence of Russian counterpart. The Guardian, Ukraine, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss heads to India to urge Modi to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Sky News, Foreign Secretary in India as part of diplomatic push on Ukraine. Gov. UK, US. Sends senior national security official to India to discuss Ukraine. Reuters.com, Russia's Lavrov to make first India trip since war in Ukraine. Russian soldiers refusing to carry out orders and accidentally shot down own aircraft, claims UK spy chief. The Independent, Putin advisors afraid to tell him truth about Ukraine error, says GCHQ head. The Guardian, live Russia-Ukraine latest news, Russian soldiers refuse to carry out orders, says Britain's spy chief. The Telegraph, Ukraine war, Putin's advisors afraid to tell truth as Russian troops accidentally shoot down own aircraft, spy chief says. Sky News, US intelligence thinks Putin feels misled by his own military after repeated failures during Ukraine invasion. Russia-Ukraine war latest news, Ukraine braces for attacks in East. US says Putin, misled by advisors, live. The Guardian, US casts doubt on new Kremlin claims of curtailed Kyiv offensive. Financial Times, Ukraine morning briefing, 5 developments as Kyiv warns ammunition at Chernobyl could explode. The Telegraph, why is Russia's military regrouping and can Ukraine forces disrupt them? The Guardian, Ukraine war, Russian attacks intensify despite pledge from Moscow to pull back troops. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.